Hey guys, it's me, Tihili Seely, once again joining you on this beautiful Tuesday afternoon. And I'm joining you from a different location today. We're inside, not outside, because it's a bit hot on the patio, a little humid, and yeah, I just want to stay cool before I head out to run. So yeah, today's thought for Tuesday is I'm not perfect, but I am enough. Um, I'll share with you my thoughts on this. What does that mean? So, earlier today, I had a little experience. So, actually, the last few days have been really, really lovely for me. And I've been feeling really good about life and in a very generally positive space. I mean, there are moments that I do feel a little down, but my ability to cope with the tough times is becoming so much more seamless. I just go with the flow, and I know that's a place of growth mentally, spiritually, emotionally, physically. I'm just going with the flow of life and not resisting it anymore. So, how does that come into I'm not perfect, but I am enough? So, earlier today, I was having interactions with a relative, and they rely on me very heavily to do a lot of stuff for them, which I generally don't mind. Um, it's just that sometimes I do wish that there would be more, a little bit more of respect for my time, but that's a different story, and I don't force things from people, and you know what? People will respect me in due course. I act how I want to be treated. So there's something there I also have to work on. But anyway, I am perfect, but I am not enough. Let's get back to that point. But I am enough. Sorry, I am perfect, but I am enough. What does that mean, really? It really means that, hold on, I just have a cat that's turning, twisting and turning here. So, right, good. So, what does that mean, really, for us today? It means that later on, I saw my relative, and they mentioned something to me. They said, you're really in such a bad mood. And I am usually I'm very calm usually. I'm very balanced. I'm usually very jovial. I don't have any need to raise my voice because I'm usually in a very calm space. But today, for some reason, I was very all over the place, but not. It was not in a way that I was feeling like, oh, I could be better. I just knew that I was having an off day, and it's okay to be okay with that. And so when my relative said that to me, um, I turned to them and I said, you know what? It's true. I'm not in the best of moods right now, but that doesn't, that's okay. It's okay. I'm human. That's part of having the human experience. I'm not going to be perfect every day. And the reason why I'm sharing this with you is because people create their own perceptions of us. So in my case, people think because I am in the service of giving to others, I talk very much about gratitude. I am a huge gratitude fan. I listen a lot to Dr. Wayne Dyer. I mean, I teach yoga, I teach Pilates, I'm about personal training. I'm all about things to help uplift and motivate people. And I do so in my own life quite a bit. But it doesn't mean that every day I'm going to be 100%. And when they made that comment to me about me not being perfect, or when they didn't use the term perfect, they used the term that I was very upset and it was uncomfortable being around me. My first inclination was uh, to be, like, oh, maybe I should change. And I was like, you know what? No, I'm having an off moment. And I know this. And I know it isn't the essence of who I am. It's just that I'm having an off moment right now. And I love myself enough to let this off moment flow. It's like high tide, low tide. So right now, maybe I was having a high tide, right? And what do? Suppress the tide and try to make it low tide? No. Let it flow. Let it flow. Let it flow. Let the emotions out. I had a meal, and then all of a sudden I went from being a hungry to Healy to, I was good again. And I recognized that. And after we had a meal, my relative and I, we were able to talk really, really well together. And it had passed. It didn't last more than 20 minutes. All it required was a little bit of patience on my part and on theirs. But what was important was that I knew that it was okay for me to not be okay and for me to have that off moment. I'm not striving for perfection. I don't have to. Whether I'm perfect, I'm always going to be enough for me. And that's what I want to leave you with today. Are you striving to be something you aren't, just to make sure that you get the love and the affection and the approval of the people around you? Are you okay saying, I'm not perfect, but I'm enough? I'm not perfect, but I'm enough. And I'm always going to be enough. As long as I approve of who I am, and as long as I give myself the opportunity to have off days and have off moments. It's not even a full day, an off moment, a 20 minutes or 30 minutes where I'll be throwing a tantrum like a 2-year-old. Yeah, I can do that too. But it will pass. It won't last forever. And that's part of the human experience. We have highs and we have lows. It doesn't mean that this is who I am. It's just a phase. Emotions, good or bad, are all temporary. They do not define us. It's just experiences that we have, and we have to know that this too shall pass if we give it time. We just have to be respectful enough to give it time. So, my friends, that's my thought for Tuesday. I'm not perfect, but I am enough. So, with that said, I want to wish you a blessed evening. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti. Namaste. Bye.